One of our young boys, Dylan, came to us after being in a pretty traumatic background. He'd been in Parkville Detention Centre and living in residential care. He's progressed in leaps and bounds, I guess, by our mentors' hard work in getting to understand Dylan. Dylan has lacked a real influential male role model in his life, and our mentors are actually the ones that are providing that for him and his mum. The impact that's had on his family has been profound, and now we've actually got him doing some work experience with some local businesses that may lead to an apprenticeship. Yeah, Dylan was actually really aggressive towards females in particular. We've worked a lot with him in regards to respect for himself firstly, and respect for women. We teach the 3 values of Boys to the Bush a lot with Dylan, that being respect, community and engagement. He had an incident last week that we've had to speak to him about, and being disrespectful to the women that were actually looking after him in residential care. Our mentors and myself sat down with him and had some really solid conversations around the respect and how that might look, and getting him to understand that they are just like us, that they're going to work each day to perform a job, and that is to ultimately be there for him, not to be against him. And Dylan was very remorseful the next time we spoke to him about it, and actually apologised profusely to us, of which we've asked for him to actually apologise to the residential care facility ladies that were looking after him, and he did follow through with that, and that to me shows that we are making some really good inroads in regards to adjusting his behaviour towards women. Yeah, Dylan picks up the behaviours of our mentors, who are, I guess, his male role model in his life that he really seeks and wants to connect to. So the mentors that I have on staff here at Echuca are fantastic in that we put a lot of work into understanding the boy that we're looking after, and in Dylan's case, the behaviours that he needs to see that are actually acceptable behaviours. Yeah, Dylan's been a real work in progress for us. It's been a slow burn, if I can put it bluntly. However, we've seen some giant inroads in the last few months. Dylan is now looking at hopefully returning back to school, which is a huge step. He hasn't been attending school for the last 2.5 years at all. We're really proud that we've been able to work with our local schools here, and in particular St Joseph's College, that have got a program designed for Dylan to start next term, where he'll be able to move back into the school setting. And that's through the hard work of our mentors. Without Boys to the Bush, Dylan would not have any path back to school or connection back into the community. He really is craving some friendships, but the next step is to get him connected back into the school setting where he can make new friends. They're a really good example of Dylan learning when we had another boy that attends our program exhibit some pretty aggressive behaviours at school, and Dylan himself started to mentor this young boy, telling him how don't go down the same path that I've gone, don't be aggressive. These boys here at Boys to the Bush that are mentoring you are here to help, and you need to make sure that you respect the boys and girls that you actually are at school with, and don't be aggressive towards them. So to hear Dylan actually starting to exhibit and be a leader himself amongst some of the other boys that are in our program was really pleasing.